we are. Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing today? It is Wednesday. Not our usual day to be on live, but here we are. So this is a step-by-step tutorial, so it will be slow. So just to kind of notice there, for all the ones that don't want step-by-step, it's not your kind of video, you can just exit stage left. So we are finishing up our giant fake ice cream cone here. So let's see. So last night I took or yesterday when I got off, piece of foam board and sprayed some foam. I did take a piece of parchment paper and wrapped it around our styrofoam ball and put it there in the middle and sprayed around it. After about 30 minutes, I took that out so that it would dry faster, because usually I let this stuff dry about 48 hours, and that was less than 24 hours ago. So I knew that it needed to dry. So then I got up this morning and I put a coat of paint on here. So it's kind of like a hurry up project. Okay, so we're going to put our, and I'm not going to put I don't think you can tell it. So yesterday I put a layer of this, and then I went back and put a layer of the snow on it. I don't think you can even see that layer, so I'm just going to put this layer on today. Find where I started with my Mod Podge here. So how is everyone doing? Get this off of here. So we finally got some rain, y'all. Got rain overnight, and then just a little bit before it was time for me to come. I usually walk, and today I had to drive because it was pouring down rain. I'm not complaining. I am so thankful for every drop of rain that we have gotten. We were needing it so bad. In fact, I have been trying to water my plants because of it being so dry. Found ya! Hey, Miss Tiff. Good morning, Miss Andrea. How are y'all? So, I am so glad we got a little rain overnight and this morning. So we're just gonna put this on here, let it be dry, and then we're gonna paint our cherry, and then we're gonna assemble all this. Somebody commented yesterday that the ice cream, the scoops was too big for the bottom. And yeah, if I could have found a taller bottom, I would have. But being I did not find one, but it's a fake bake. It's not real. It's not. I think it's going to be cute. And in the fake world, everything is not realistic. Not realistically looking either. We try, but you just can't sweat the small stuff. So this morning when I went out, the humidity was less. But then when I went out later, it was going to come some more rain, and it was a little more humid. But hey, it was cooler, so there you go. Grateful for that. All right, let's get this back out of here. Okay. Just walked in from orthodontist. Yay! Did she get a good report? I think they are fine. I hope so, Miss Tiff. I hope so. We can't please everybody. We try. All right, we're going to, I don't know, let's see if I have anything to put paint in. I got some stuff, but I got the little paint trays, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, to hold what we need. We can try. I'm going to set that in some water just so it doesn't dry out while we're doing this. Okay, so I'm putting Mod Podge. I did not bring the cornstarch, so we're just gonna guess this is gonna work, hopefully. She did, thanks. Oh, good. Yay! When they make one, they can choose the size they want, right? Exactly. And y'all, there's no right or wrong way to do crafts. Just do it the way you want it. Let's see. See if we can get this mixed up. Hopefully while this dries, we can put our little balls or assemble and put our little balls on there. Crafting should be fun, y'all. Crafting should be fun. I like opinions. I like opinions, but just don't get ugly. And the ones that are usually ugly are the ones that you see once and they're gone. So this may have to get out our little blower to dry this. Because it may take a couple of coats. I think this red paint is a little runny. I have two different bottles, and the other bottle is more runny than this one. I don't know. Let's see. But it is kind of filling in those holes. That's right, Miss Tiff. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Yeah, this is going to take 2 coats at least. I have used, well, stand up there. The Mod Podge before. And it does give a slick finish. Y'all hang on. I'm going to get something. Hang on just a second. I hate to leave y'all, but I'm going to get something to put in there and thicken it and see if I got a tray. That's what we're going to do. Hang on, y'all. Oh, let me find where it's at. I'm sorry, I did not plan to use this. Here it is. I am so sorry for leaving the screen. And if it made anybody mad, y'all just don't have to watch. I shouldn't have read some negative comments before I come live. I should not have. But there was some rude comments, so if they gotta complain, hey, you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch. All right. We're gonna take Mod Podge and our paint and mix this up real good. And we're gonna make it thick now. And when it gets dry, I may come back. This will be long after the video's over. And put just a coat of paint on top without anything else. Because this is gonna make it where it's not as red. Or we can, and think about this, just put our glitter, our red glitter on there, and that will brighten it up. Okay, this is just a little flower. Thank you, Miss Tia. All this flour is going to do is just make it thick. You can use cornstarch, flour, baking soda would probably do. I hadn't tried baking soda or baking powder. And it's just going to take me a second. And you can use like tacky glue to do this, and cornstarch. I'm just trying to get all the little tiny lumps out to make it where it's more smooth. Okay. And y'all, I did give credit in the other videos. I watched a video of Crystal from Glitz and Glue about 3 years ago. Hers was Halloween. Hers was not Christmas. And I'll be honest, I don't remember if I don't think she put anything on hers except for paint and some little pieces of foam sheets. She cut into like little rectangles to make it look like confetti, but hers was Halloween. I don't remember what she put on top or if she put anything on top. Like I said, I watched her video about 3 years ago. She did like a little short video of just highlighting what she did, what she used. And So that's where I got the idea from. Well, let's see if this works any better. I think there's a little piece of glitter in there. I think we're going to have to use 2 coats still, but that's okay. And it's not a whole lot lighter than what it was before. I need a ribbon right like yours, Miss Ray. That one, I can put a link to that ribbon rack in the description when I get off. I got it from Amazon, and you can get different sizes, different heights. It's a shoe rack almost, I guess. But it's metal. It's not plastic, so it holds up really good. I love it. I have that one, and I have another one that's a little bigger than that one that my husband built. Yeah, there's a ribbon addiction around here. I've been trying to use things that I have on hand instead of, so I can either use up some crafts and supplies, unless I get like a special order for something. I may have to order. And yesterday, y'all, I was going to tell y'all this, and I forgot to tell y'all yesterday. But yesterday, right before I come on live, I got an email from Craft Outlet. They have a bunch of new products in, so if you need ribbon or picks, they've got new supplies in. So it is sealing all the little, let me bring y'all, there we go, up the little holes. And that's what, and you don't brush it real hard, you just kind of lightly spread it and let that kind of seep down in there. I'll move that over a little bit. So y'all might want to go check out Craft Outlet. There was a little clunk of flour in there. Now, y'all, I have made fake bakes, and I've had them in here for several years, and they're not even sealed, and I've never had an issue with flour or cornstarch being in the paint and stuff. I've never had an issue with them, so if that becomes a question. So this is probably going to take a little while to dry. So it may have to be finished this evening, but tomorrow, Thursday, we will be live and we will be doing a gingerbread paper towel holder. I've got to get those supplies together when I get off of here. And hopefully I have everything I need. I did order the paper towel holder, and it's wood because I wanted it to be a little heavier. so that it wouldn't tip over. So if you wanted to use like a ball, I'm not sure how good the paint would stay on, but that might be an option. Hello to the silent watchers, that's right. Thank you, Miss Tiff, making a fishing rod for daughter's project. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. She's working on Dr. Seuss. And that's the good thing. The good thing with YouTube, if you're doing crafts, you can sit and do something. I love to do crafts and sit there and listen to YouTube. And, glance up from time to time and see what's going on. And if you're by yourself, it just kind of makes you feel like you're not alone. Okay, so every once in a while I go back over a little, hold it. But for the most part, it's kind of, that was just a lump there. I'm not seeing very many holes popping up in there. So I think this is going to do it real good. So if you've got a surface that you need to make smooth, if it's styrofoam, you can use some flour, cornstarch, y'all, went out to feed my hummingbirds this morning, and I had one of the 32-ounce feeders. I would be bopping out there. I had just refilled it, fresh new nectar, and I didn't clip it closed all the way. And it just, I was standing there getting another feeder, and all of a sudden, choop, the bottom fell out, and it all emptied. So I had to go make some more. And it was sprinkling rain at that time. It wasn't pouring like it was when I got ready to leave out, but I'm sure they thought, that crazy lady just brought our food to us and dumped it out. I'll have to wash the porch off now because it will be sticky. I'm starting to worry I'm not going to have enough, but I think I am mixed up. So I probably will go back over it when it dries and with just the paint and then put the glitter on. So you don't want to just spread it too thin. I'm kind of keeping it thick. There we go. Some of the big holes kind of open up a little bit. So that's what is going to be our cherry. And we're going to try to get it close to that red. I have the same addiction. I just placed an order with Craft Outlet yesterday. Awesome, Miss Andrea. I'm having it delivered to my mom's house. That's a good idea. That is awesome. That's great. I need one of those. Can you list the supplies needed to make the gingerbread paper towel holder? Okay. I will. In tomorrow's video, in the description, I'll have everything listed. Because I got to go find what all I'm using. I know I'm using some gaps and cracks. And I ordered the wood paper towel holder from Amazon. Because I wanted it to have a heavy base so it wouldn't tip over. Hey, Miss Rebecca, how are you? It's going to be so cute. Would love to see the whole project when it's completed. Yes, absolutely. Miss Rebecca, we're making the giant ice cream cone that's going with our big old gingerbread girl here. So let me just put this up so it doesn't get dry, y'all. Okay, so now, you know what? Let me see, I need to tell y'all what we can do. Let me get that right there. I'm going to put that over there. That's got red paint, white paint, all kind of paint. I'm going to use the wax paper because we're not sticking nothing to it. We're just going to do the glitter. Let's see. I can probably put this glitter on now. Not even have to put a second coat. It's wide open. This is our cherry. Yeah, this is going to work. I don't see any holes as of now. So the flower and the paint works perfect. But even if you had a hole, it should be getting covered up with the glitter. So yesterday, when I got off, I realized I did not have any green glitter. So I knew I had to go to Walmart and get the tan paint. Get the, what else did I need? I needed something. Oh, some more of the gaps and cracks to do the top layer because my second can just went patooey and the sprayer broke and couldn't get nothing out of it. So I had to get the gaps and cracks and the tan paint, and we painted this. And then I was like, I need some green glitter, y'all. They did not have the green glitter in these. I had to buy a whole pack with different colors, and I got this little bitty thing, and I really needed a little bit more, but it was $3.42, and that's what I needed out of that. I was like, really? Y'all couldn't have some green glitter for me? But they were sold out. They didn't have hardly nothing in the glitter section. So I got what I got. Because I really wanted the big, but it looks good. It looks good. All right, we're going to set that right there just a second. Now on our bucket here, mine had the lip up here, and on the other side kind of went up. You can take a knife, you can take a wood burner, you can take a hot glue gun, you can take a little saw. Ever how you want to get the humps off. If yours has got humps, you do you. Ever how you want to get it off. Knife works great, little saws, any of those things. Work great. So now, we have our cherry that's going to be drying. I'm going to put it over here. Just right there. See, it looks pretty. It looks pretty. So we're going to do this. Top like this. And then our cherry is going to sit down in here. What are the scoops made of? They're made of Halloween buckets, pumpkin buckets. And I have the first video, the second video, third. This is the fourth one, I do believe. So you can go back and watch. The first one is the last video we done with the Gingerbread Girl. That last video, it's even on the thumbnail, it's got, not the thumbnail, y'all forgive me, the, yeah, it is thumbnail, yeah, the picture. It's got the buckets on the picture, and it's the first video that we started with the buckets. And then there's a second video, third, and at the end of each video, I have the next one tagged. And I had glued this on when it was wet, so I need to reattach this. It's dry now. But we show the step by step. All right, let's glue it. Let's just go ahead and glue it. So see, this is a piece of foam board. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, or Dollar General. Then I sprayed the gaps and cracks, painted it. I used parchment paper and wrapped around my styrofoam ball, set it down in there, sprayed around it on top of here. After about 30 minutes, I pulled it out. It wasn't going to stick to it because I did use parchment paper. If you use wax paper, it will stick. All right, let's see. We got 86,000 here. So ask me how I know. I have used wax paper before. It didn't work out too good. So let's see. Oh, how am I missing all those? Are your notifications on? I don't get them all the time. I rarely get notifications anymore. I will tell y'all, and this is a secret, it doesn't matter if it's my channel or anybody else's channel. The more videos you watch of any channel, the more videos they're going to show you of that channel. So if you don't watch nothing but lives, they're not going to give you as many notifications. That's just with any channel. So the more you watch of a channel, the more notifications they're going to give you. The more they're going to show you their videos. Now this will keep oozing out unless I close it. So, but you can go hit the notifications, and you have to click on all. And it should give you a notification. But if you're not getting a notification, and I've heard some channels saying that even some people, they've been unsubscribing them, that YouTube unsubscribes them, some of their followers. So check and see if you're unsubscribed. So let's put some of our little balls on. I really would like to go ahead and put that in there, but we'll kind of touch up more of the little balls after we get the cherry in there, maybe. Let me use a smaller one on this one. But I know after I watch a channel, I'll get more, especially if I watch more than one video, I'll get more notifications on them. And I'll get, it'll pop up in my feed. Sorry. My oldest brother had a heart attack on Monday afternoon. He is in hospital. Call his name. Oh, Miss Rebecca, I am so sorry, honey. What is his name? First name is all I need. Eddie, okay. All right. We sure will. We will be praying for him. For sure. I'm so sorry, Miss Rebecca. Life is precious. We never know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. I think this is turning out cute. And thank y'all for all the suggestions yesterday of figuring out how we was going to do our top. I appreciate all of that. Because I think it's turning out cute. With a big old green one right there. Kind of look for like a little end itch and just kind of set it in. It feels pretty dry. I was worried that this morning, with especially it being raining, if it was going to be dry enough. But I think it's working out good. one fell right there. We're going to leave it right there. It fell on the side with the glue, so guess what? It's got an extra little ball right there. I didn't want to peel it off and damage the glitter and stuff. So we're a pretty bunch. Yes, ma'am, Miss Tiff, we are. I'm glad, Tiff. Absolutely. This kind of looks like it's lopsided. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. A big old red. Now the little balls are called vase fillers. You can get them at, now I got some of the red and white ones. Some of these red ones came from Hobby Lobby, but I had little packets yesterday that was red and white mixed. They came from Dollar Tree a couple years ago. The last year or so, our Dollar Tree has not had any. I think I had gotten some after that. I had gotten some at Easter time, but I have not seen any more. And that was Easter last year. So, and I know all Dollar Trees don't carry the same, so maybe it's just ours that's not carrying them. I don't know. We have a little bitty Dollar Tree anyway, so your Dollar Tree may have them. The solid colored bags I got from Hobby Lobby. And I've already taken out my trash, or I would tell you how much they were, but they wasn't but a couple dollars per bag. So, these buckets came from Walmart. This bucket came from Dollar Tree. The balls, Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree. Your gaps and cracks, you can get it at Home Depot, Amazon, and Walmart. Then you got glitter. I'm trying to think of all our supplies, y'all. This is snow, so just some snow. And y'all, I had a hard time finding that. Thinking about our foam board and your paint. This color of paint, I was going to tell y'all, this color of paint is Down to Earth is the name of it. I was like, really? But yes, Down to Earth. Get that out of our way. Okay. We're going to let this dry a little bit while we assemble some of it. And then we will put our cherry on top. And I am a Queen No So Crafty. How are you, my friend? Great to see you. Hadn't seen you in a while. Foam balls, paint. Yes, yes. So I will be live tomorrow, Thursday. Today is what, September 25th, is it? So tomorrow will be the 26th, 2024. If anybody's watching replay after this. I'm putting E6000 and then I'm putting hot glue. Hot glue is just going to hold it temporarily. This will kick in and hold it permanently. Tomorrow is the paper towel holder, the gingerbread paper towel holder. So let's see. So you can't hardly even tell that this was a pumpkin with a face. Get that out so I can see what I'm doing. Foam ball. This one is going to be, this was a styrofoam ball. These are buckets. Spray paint on the pumpkin red paint with something in it. The pumpkins now, to paint them, I did sand them. So you'll need to get some sandpaper and sand them. Just to get, now that's the top layer. I don't need to be putting that one on yet. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it? I've been on Facebook watching you. Oh, okay. Thank you so very much. I think I've seen you there. I just hadn't seen you over here. Okay, so, and y'all, it's not a big hurry to get that on there. So here's our pumpkin. But we have videos from step 1 on. All right, so we're going to put some hot glue on here. Now, once we get the hot glue on here, it'll be more of a time sensitive. But the E6000 takes, it'll start setting up in about, 30 minutes or so. But to be complete, they say 12 to 20 or 24 to 48 hours. I was going to bring my table over here. It's been crazy this morning, and I was running around about like a mad person. Let me get this table right here. And I'm going to have to sit it down here for y'all to be able to see the top of it, and I'll need it to be lower to be able to reach it also. I don't know how time flies once we get on here, but it does. Is there any way you could post a list of things needed for the craft tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. I will. I'll have it in the description tomorrow of the video. I'll try to get off of here. When I get off, I'll try to remember to post in the community. So when you can click on my channel and then go to the tab where it says community, and that's where if I post like a still picture or wording or even a little announcement of anything, it goes under that community tab. So give me a few minutes after I get off of here, and I got to get this, well, give me about 30 minutes because I need to see what all I am going to use. I know I'm using some of the spray foam. It's Gaps and Cracks. And yesterday I just bought the Walmart brand, and it worked as good, if not better, than the regular brand. And it was like $4.24 a can. And I sprayed this. I had some pots that I sprayed some in. I had some little rain boots that I sprayed in. So you get a good bit of spray in one can because it doubles at least in size. So I know the wood paper towel holder, and then the spray foam, and I've got to find the gingerbread man and the candies and stuff that I'm going to use with that and all the stuff. Those would be cute. They would be cute. That's a great idea, Miss Queen Oh So Crafty. This is an excellent idea. That is. But give me about 30 minutes when I get off, because I do have to get everything, see what all I got that I want to use for that. I will zoom y'all in so you can kind of see what I'm doing, being I'm so far away. But I'll get that list together and I'll post it. I just wanted a paper towel holder that was going to be sturdy enough that when I put something on the side that it wasn't going to tip over. Breezy K, please keep those in the path of hurricane. Possible Tennessee. Yes, the ones that are in the path of the hurricane, please keep them in your prayers. I seen a while ago it had gotten up to hurricane strength, but I haven't per se checked out all the updates this morning. Okay, so we got E6000 and some hot glue. Hot glue's only going to hold it temporarily. And y'all, we did have some wood. I showed that yesterday in the video. We put the wood, glued it down in the bottom of that so that it will be kind of heavy and stand up. Which, unless it come up, somebody just knocked it or whatever. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm putting the faces all on the back side. Although you can't see it because we got tons of glitter on all this stuff. So, let me take it up a little bit, because we're going to be getting a little taller. They are expecting a Category 3, possible 4 wind land. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's not good. Are you in the path of the hurricane, Miss Breezy? Breezy K? Hey, Miss Rhonda. Prayers for you, Miss Rhonda. Prayers. And prayers for everybody that is in that path. For sure. We got Katrina, and oh my goodness. I remember 2 weeks, no electricity. All the things. And y'all, it was so hot and muggy. And I know, being on the Gulf Coast, it is so muggy. Now, I'm going to put some hot glue on here. All right. Hold it down just a second. Hey, Miss how are you? I'm so grateful I live in West Virginia. We don't like all those hurricanes that get up in the 4 and 5 categories. Okay, so this is our cherry. It's still kind of wet. I'm kind of scared to put it on there because if it's not dry. So the cherry's going to go here on top. It's going to sit like that. I will probably cut the stem off, but I'm going to wrap the stem because I want it, I may not. I may just put the stem in when I pull the stick out. But that's what it's going to look like. Isn't that going to be cute? But I can't glue that in yet because it is still wet. But I'll kind of have it where the little stem is kind of going out like that. And I'll post a little short video of it when it gets done. And it'll be standing beside the gingerbread girl. So the last video that we did with the gingerbread girl has got the beginning. It was number 6. It's got the beginning of the ice cream cone. So her last video is the first video with that. And here she is. Isn't she cute? And she is almost 5 foot tall. And y'all, let me see. I've got a yardstick somewhere. Let's see. I will tell y'all how tall the ice cream cone is. Let me back you up. So the top of the cherry will be right at 32 inches. And then I'll probably have about a 4-inch stem. And that'll be 36 inches. So that'll be 3 foot tall. And then she's almost 5 foot. So it'll come up pretty tall. And that's what's going to be sitting beside her. And I'm not going to have to store this, thank goodness. It is going to a friend's customer. Thank you, Miss Breezy. I love it. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. Doing good. Taking a break from work. Hey. Rita and those in the Big Bend area are going to be devastated with 15-foot surge. That is horrible. When Katrina hit, some of the casinos was literally washed onto the highway here in Mississippi. So, yes, storms can be stressful, very stressful. Thank you, Miss Andrea. OMG. I love them both. Thank you, Miss Tim. So stinking cute. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. Did you do the cone yet? Yes, ma'am, Miss Rhonda. Let me get this. There's the cone. I don't want to tilt it too much or it may fall. But we did the cone. And the color of the paint is down to earth. And it came from Walmart. Man, the Gingy the same. Oh, hang on. I'll have to get that stuff out of the way so I can see. Ditto for the... Thank you, thank you. So, down to earth, and it says it bonds to plastic. But I had already sanded this, painted it brown. Then we did the hot glue to make it look like a cone. And then I bought this yesterday because I thought it needed to look the color of an ice cream cone, kind of. So I liked this color. But it's down to earth Rust-Oleum. So, you know, this is the little pack of glitter that I had to get just to get this little bit of green that I needed because Walmart did not have no green glitter. So anyway, this will set up, and once it dries, I will put the stem in here and glue the cherry on top. I wish Miss Cheryl was here so she could see. She helped us make some decisions yesterday, and it turned out so cute, I think. Maybe she'll watch the replay and see. Thank y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 9 Pacific, 10 Mountain Time, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Give me about 30 minutes, Miss Rebecca, Miss Andrea, and I will get the supplies. I will show y'all for the gingerbread paper towel holder. So I did order this from Amazon, and I wanted a good, heavy, sturdy. So it's got this little, it's kind of like a metal tray. Anyway, then it's got the wood in there. So we'll be putting this together, and then lay your little spindle that goes here on the side flat on some parchment paper and spray your gaps and cracks so that you'll have something to stick your pieces into. This has been almost probably 20 hours. So I will probably come back and see, I've got it where I can screw it in. I'll probably have to cut this down a little bit, but I would rather cut down than not have enough. So I went ahead and did this yesterday when I was doing this piece, and because once you open a bottle, you need to be able to use all of it, or you wasted some. I get teased by a lot of people, but I just laugh. What you get teased about, Miss Rebecca? Stay safe, everyone, and praying for all. Thank you. Okay. So I love y'all. Tomorrow's Thursday, September the 27th. What's today? The 25th, 26th. Tomorrow I think it's the 26th, isn't it? Yeah. So I will see y'all tomorrow. If y'all don't have anything to do, or if you want to turn on and listen and watch while you're doing something else, you're welcome to. And we're going to make a gingerbread. The person that's getting this is also getting this. She got a tree topper that was gingerbread man, and then so she's doing gingerbread man theme. So we are going to make her a paper towel holder. So stay safe, everyone. Absolutely, Miss Andrea. Yes, ma'am, Miss Breezy. We will keep the prayers coming. And Miss Rebecca also for your loved one being 5 foot tall. Oh, being 5 foot tall? Hey, I'm only like 5'3", so I'm not much taller than you. So I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And if y'all can, I'll see y'all tomorrow. If not, then it'll be next Tuesday. We'll be back again. So I love y'all. Have a great, wonderful day. Stay safe, Miss Rhonda. And the ones that are in the path of the tornado, Lord, no tornadoes, the hurricane. And we'll be sending prayers because that shall hit. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.